What's up, fellow CRF tamperers and long stroke fettlers? So, what's going on? Great, that wasn't me, that was a truck out there. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, what's going on in the world of the 250 to 300 conversion? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Today, or should I say last couple of days, I've been down in Chiang Mai. I've been in the Honda parts place. I've also been into the main dealer. We don't need to say too much about the response I got from the main dealer, but the parts place, as usual, are very helpful. So, let's just go into YouTube and its needy algorithm. Bear with me. Now, my fridge is bereft of beer because I am a poor people. But Minitron's just going down to sort that out to keep me happy. Now then, the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm, probably designed by somebody with blue hair who never got enough attention when they were a kid and thinks that pandering for it is the way to behave. Well, the YouTube algorithm constantly craves likes and subscriptions, because if you don't get constant likes and increasing subscriptions, what the algorithm does is it makes your videos non-visible, so nobody can actually get to see them. Now, I don't really know how it all works, but I thought the idea of getting people clicking on videos is what they wanted, but no, it's not. You have to constantly beg people to leave a like and subscribe. So, before I get right into this, I would just say, people, it's not for me. It doesn't go into my bank account. It doesn't fill my glass with beer. But if you do leave likes and subscribe to me, you'll get notifications to see the rest of this series of me converting this engine in English. And exactly what it's going to cost, well, what it costs in Thailand anyway, what it costs you in England or America is a completely different thing, but you'll want to see that as well. But yeah, going back to likes and subscriptions, please, just leave a like, leave us subscribe, you'll get to see the rest of it. It will keep the YouTube pandering algorithm happy, and then everybody will get to see it. Or, if you're on a Facebook page, just put a couple of links up to the videos, just to get views. Because if we don't get views, YouTube makes it invisible. Normally, after 48 hours, everything I upload stops getting views. Because YouTube is a needy child. Susan, with her award for freedom of expression, is a proper tyrant. Anyway, enough of that crap. Let's get on with why you came here. So, today I went down to Honda and presented them with my writing pad, which I can't find now. There it is. I presented them with my writing pad, which I'd spent a few hours copying down all the parts I need to do the conversion. So they went through my list and they said, oh, we don't have that, oh, we don't have that, oh, that number don't exist. So there's about 60 or 70 different seals, gaskets and items in here, and they're called gasket kit A and gasket kit B. Well, they said it don't exist. You got to write down every single part number. So they gave me the books and I sat there for 3 hours writing down all the separate parts. And then right at the end, one of the girls came over laughing and said, ha 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 ha, we did find them. So I did all that for nothing. I'll tell you what else I did do though, which I don't think many other people have got access to, was I sat there with the, oh, that's not going to work, is it? I sat there with the 300L book, and I can't even find 300L part numbers on the internet. The CBR 300 book, and the CRF book. So while I was there, I started copying down all the interesting numbers for the camshafts, the crankshafts, the balance shafts, the ECUs. So hopefully I've managed to log down pretty much all the info we need. Right, so he's rattling away here. I don't actually have a picture of the balancer shaft. These crankshaft bearings, you really are going to need to know what you're doing when you come to those, because those are not easy at all. That is a table of the available bearings. Approximately 48 different bearings. So you need to know what you're doing there, and also you will need a special tool in order to put them back into the crankcase. More of that coming later. Unfortunately, they don't sell that tool, so I'm going to have to get one made. There's my original shopping list. So, down to the nitty gritty. And that is your flywheel bolt. That's 20mm by 1.5. You'll need to go and get one of those made, and you'll also need to get a tool to hold your flywheel. So, this little lot here, you need a 300 crank, you need a matching balancer shaft, and then you need a gasket set A and gasket set B. Now, there's a shop in town that was trying to sell me a kit which doesn't include half the gaskets in these two sets, and he wanted 9,000 baht for the crankshaft, the balancer, and a few gaskets. So far I am up to 5,600 baht, and that includes 440 bahts worth of fork seal, a couple more shims, a few more spare oil filter gaskets, a couple of seals on the gearbox side, or shall I say, yeah, on the gearbox, yeah, whatever, and a new steel plate, because my other steel plate, I welded up a holder to hold the clutch. The price of that was so cheap, it was less than a bottle of beer, so I'm just going to go back and get a full set, I think, and we'll treat the bike to a new clutch. So, that lot there is missing one thing, and that's the crankshaft. We'll have to order that, so hopefully that'll be here soon. And then what we're going to do then, as this is a budget build, is we're going to build it up as a 286. We're not going to mess with the ECUs, we're not going to change camshafts, we're just going to do it as a straight up 286, see how it performs on the 250 ECU, see if there's any noticeable difference, there better bloody be. And then we'll go about changing other things. Now I've got all the part numbers for camshafts and everything, so I'm going to be cross-referencing them to see what's what. I can already tell you that is a CBR 300R balancer shaft part number. That part number is the same part number on the CRF 300. So if it's using the same balancer shaft, the chances are it's using exactly the same crank. All we got to do now is see which camshafts they use. I've already been through the ECUs. The ECUs are different, but yeah, they will be, because they just tweak the maps on them here and there. But yeah, that's all to come. So if you want to see all that lot and the build, and especially the main bearings, because that is going to be a right headache, subscribe, pander to the YouTube algorithm. Later then.